out with a bang. I'm going out with a bang, yeah. I'm gonna pick up the pace. I want a house on the lake, yeah. I got no money to waste. Coming in the same way, yeah. Coming in the same way. I'm going out with a bang, yeah. I'm going out with a bang, yeah. I'm going out with a bang, yeah. I'm gonna pick up the pace. I want a house on the lake, yeah. I got no money to waste. Coming in the same way. Coming in the same way.
Fucking ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Curate headquarters. Yeah. It's been a while. Dusted off the house. You know, we haven't been here in a minute, man. Yeah. Jay, I probably haven't talked to you in a couple weeks.
I know, nigga.
Months, nigga.
Yo, good. Happy 2019,
hey,
nigga. Like, what the hell? We used to do a podcast, right?
Yeah, man. We used to. Remember
what that shit called?
I don't fucking know.
Me neither, nigga.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for watching. We're here. This is the Curate podcast, but it's not. This is just like a one-off, kind of inspired interview conversation. Just because there's a really dope artist, kind of
probably the dopest
making
right now.
Some fucking buzz around town.
You hear that,
and
brother?
And he's a really good fucking guy.
No, for sure.
Like a good dude. You know what I'm
been
saying?
looking out for a minute.
We're talking about him in third person. It's cool. I like talking about him. Like he's not here.
Sling is really cool.
Yeah.
Sling's a cool guy. Cool's always been super nice. Super nice.
Yeah,
like,
Sling is great.
Like nice, and then like a lot of energy and shit, and then like, you know,
fuck
like,
a bitch from the side.
And shit. This is the same guy that like put out fucking a song every Sunday. Yeah. And like good ass quality.
And took off.
Fucking A. We're here with Sling. Fucking Sling.
How's it going?
I kind of want to know, like, because we've been doing Curate and shit and kind of been on the scene and figuring out like what's going on. But all of a sudden you kind of came out of nowhere. I
took off.
Feel
yeah,
like
no, for real.
So
that's what happened.
Where the hell did you come from? Like all of a sudden, like how did that happen, man?
Like recently?
Yeah, recently.
Okay, so we've been me and CL Vision have been in the talks of doing something freestyle oriented for a while, like for a very long time. Even when we were back in high school and shit, like when he picked up his first camera and shit, when he got back from the Marines, it was because we were just bullshitting, talking. I was like, bro, I need a videographer. And he's like, bro, he'd been talking for 2 weeks about, yo, I need to be involved in y'all's music and shit somehow. I just don't know what to do yet. Man's was trying to rap. But anyway, so we're like, all right, we're going to figure it out. And I was like, bro, why don't you get a camera? I said, realistically, you've always had a camera in your hand. Like, since as far back as I can remember, you've always been recording something with a camera. So we went to Best Buy and fucking got a credit card, motherfucking bought a camera. He upgraded cameras like 7 months later. Like, he was like, I'm done with this shit. Then he had the last camera for another, I don't even know, maybe a year. But the last camera is what we shot all of our Savage Sundays on. And it started off as, we're going to do some type of freestyle.
Yo, Siri talking.
Hey, Siri trying to get the juice.
Siri trying to get the interview.
Trying to get the juice. But we were like, all right, we're going to shoot a freestyle every single week in the studio and drop it on Sunday.
Okay, hold on. Where the fuck were you when like we were doing shows
in the bathroom?
Like where the fuck were you? We were doing all like between Hippie Circle and Curate and Bugsy and like all these things going, kind of the circuit of like 2017, 18. What were you doing? You were just chilling? Because you were rapping before Savage Sunday.
I've been rapping for a very long time. Yeah,
so did you like disappear? Like, what were you doing?
I had a kid when I was 19, so like I had to be a dad for a long time. I'm still a dad, obviously.
I mean, that's an important
but
time.
I figured out how to
do both.
Line everything up. Like
balance.
It's pretty simple. Like I just don't sleep. So I work a full time.
Damn, if that's the answer, man. Fuck, like you know.
Yeah,
like,
we all gotta not sleep to get to our dreams. How do you find balance,
Sling? I don't sleep. Okay,
bro. I work a full-time job. I'm a father, and I make music and shoot videos and go out of town and do all this shit and all the shit that people say is impossible to do with one job or whether in school is completely possible. Like I literally do shit for 18 hours a day that isn't music. And the rest of the day, I work on music. And I maybe sleep 2 to 3 hours a day.
That's ridiculous.
It's horrible. It's horrid. Like, it feels like I got to work at 3:30 in the morning tomorrow. Like, it doesn't matter. I got to do what I got to do to go and get a bag, yeah. Like,
wait, did you just quote lyrics?
That's super commendable because I feel like people don't realize, just like anything else, like any other business, you have to put the time and effort into it. And I feel like, you know, you're probably at a cross point where you realize you need to be mature in still handling your dreams, right? Like you haven't let family, you haven't let your, you know, your financial status, any of that kind of hinder your dream. And I don't think artists really recognize what it takes to get the notoriety you kind of get.
To me, it's kind of like, it's like this. Everything's a dream until you make it a reality. So you got to do what the fuck you got to do. Everything sounds crazy until it's done. Everything sounds impossible until you fucking do it. There's not that many people that think like that right now, especially in this area. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people here don't really think that they can do whatever they want to. Like I thought I could do whatever I wanted to for forever, but I didn't really realize how I was gonna get to where I needed to get. Once I got my own lane, realistically, like by the third or fourth Savage Sunday, like we were starting to pick up traction, and then it died down hard. Like hard as fuck. It went from like 2,000 views. So to
why that release strategy? Why the Savage Sun? Because anytime anybody in Southwest Florida says I'm going to do something every week, I don't believe them.
Right.
I don't believe myself when I say I'm going to do a podcast every week.
It's tough. It was tough.
To do
it was daunting
anything every fucking week is ridiculously hard.
For sure.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Blog, vlog, that shit is hard, my nigga. Yeah. So when I saw that shit, I was like,
oh man,
I thought you were going 2 and maybe done. I thought that Chris was gonna fall off on you and go find another plug after the second one.
You know
swear to God,
somebody says Thirsty Thursdays, Wacky Wednesday, Tuesday.
That.
You know what I mean? And then do it for 2 of those.
Yeah, 2.
So you did it, but you did it for how many weeks straight?
I only did it for 15 weeks. Man.
Only 15
weeks.
We could, realistically, we could have went to
a whole quarter.
We could have went to the 100. We could have went to 100. We could have went to the moon, nigga. But like, I felt so. A lot of people like to do shit until it dies down.
Yeah,
and then try to figure out what's next. So I waited until I hit a peak, a very high peak, and then I slowly started dying down, and it came back up. So when it came back up, I was like, I'm not gonna hit that peak again and go back down. While I'm on the way back up, I'm gonna drop a project. Like that's just what's gonna happen. And we found that out maybe 3 days before we did the last song. Before we did the last song for the Savage Sunday, we realized like, fuck it, let's just drop a project. We already had at least 15 songs.
So you already had the songs mapped out, or was it were you going week by week? You guys were like, yo, what song we gonna put out next? Or you kind of knew the fucking
what
mapped
was the workflow?
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested to see how
I'm
that
so
went.
happy to talk about this shit. Yo, 90%. Okay, so I want to say 10 out of 15 were recorded, mixed and mastered, shot, and edited on Sunday.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I get that though, Jay.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I'm having deja vu. I feel like we've already talked about this.
It takes a tribe too, for sure.
It was literally like there was nights. There was one night I was wearing like an orange shirt in a video or some shit where it was like 8 o'clock at night, and I hit him up and was like, yo, we fucking shoot the video? And he's like, well, you know, and I was like, no, fuck that, nigga. You at your girl's house? I'm pulling up right now. We'll shoot the video in her kitchen.
Oh, I remember that one with the
dog.
Guess
what? The video,
the dog for sure.
Nah.
That wasn't the one
with
the dog.
with the painting in the background and the guitar and shit.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Yo,
we shot this shit in, I don't know.
Yo, the one with the dog looks like y'all just was like, fuck it, we gotta get this shit out. Like,
that's my dog. That's my dog.
That's hilarious.
No, the one with the TV in the background and shit, where it had like the sick people mask on and shit. Because I was sick as fuck and like I was contagious, so I had to wear that shit. But
that's wild.
I literally, like I said, we pulled up. Half that video is in his fucking girlfriend's kitchen. Like that's actually where the video.
So you recorded a video at like 8 o'clock and put it out before 12.
We put it out at about 11:15. I want to say.
Shouts out, CO.
I didn't get that till 9, and we ate sushi while he was editing it. His girl bought us sushi. It was lit.
That's commitment.
But I told him the biggest thing is he wanted to further his career video wise, and we had to figure out how both of us would get on a consistent schedule that we could force each other to take care of. Like he would hit me up on Saturday sometimes and be like, yo, what are we shooting tomorrow? Where's the song? Why don't I have it? I need to know what we're doing. And I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. Like the best video, the best performing video was the one we did for Task Force.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even know what number that was, but The video was last minute. The song was last minute. I want to say me and Mar finished that song like 3:30 in the morning Sunday. Like Sunday morning, 3:30 in the morning. We were over there bullshitting. We were chilling. We were going back and forth from the kitchen. We had people over hanging out, going back in there. I'd record like 4 bars and then go back out. We'd bullshit, go back in there, record 4 bars. And that song turned into my favorite song, at least, that I've done recently. A lot of people's favorite song.
Yeah, it's mine recently. For sure.
Task Force is your favorite song.
Yeah, that I've done.
That is undeniably
the best performing song. Yeah,
I mean, it's super fire. Yeah, I made it a point to get the actual track before.
Realistically, if it wasn't for Jay, I would probably. I know this is weird saying, but I probably wouldn't have came out with a tape because he told me I needed to release Task Force ASAP.
Yeah,
and I didn't know how I was gonna do it, so I was like, "Yo," I was talking to Mar, and I'm like, "Yo, why don't we?" Like just drop like a 3-song little thing, just like a little package, so people can have 3 songs.
It's not often that from a local artist I start not one. I told him about the dance. I'll be doing this, the shuffle. I'll be doing that shit all the time.
Falcon.
First and foremost.
What is it called? What the fuck is it called? No, man.
Y'all have a name for it?
Yeah. Fuck.
Y'all forgot it?
Shh. Hold on.
We'll edit that out.
Y'all niggas need to.
Nah, don't edit shit out.
No. I'm just fucking around. But deadass, like, it's not often that I like from a local artist do I like catch myself singing the hook, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, as soon as I caught myself, I was like, well, why I gotta go to Instagram to go fucking.
That's my biggest thing. Is I feel like
that was planned though. I wanted y'all to have to go to Instagram.
I feel like, and I think that's kind of where like you have an actual
the Falcon Stomp.
The Falcon Stomp. It was close.
Falcon Fury. That's a ride at Busch Gardens.
Yeah,
actually,
is that a move in Super Smash Brothers and shit?
Who the
niggas
fuck
don't want.
knows?
By the way, anybody who wants this work in Super Smash Brothers does not want to see me.
But anytime niggas say that, I don't fuck.
I'm dead serious.
Anybody that brag about this
Smash Bros for Wii U, I was top 500 in the country for 6 months. You don't want to see me in Ultimate.
That's not the truth, because when niggas was talk about Madden for a long time,
I'm trash at Madden, but I'm trash at all sports games.
Yeah.
The only game I am good at
fighting
is fucking Smash
People
Bros.
say 2K. I just never believe them.
I hate fighting and shooting games. I'm trash. Racing games, I'm straight. But like, nigga, I be glitching.
Modern
Warfare
Warfare
with
2.
the one kick every time.
No, for sure.
Kingdom Hearts
I'm
2.
a sweep nigga in like
sweet.
Mortal Kombat.
No, and Smash Bros, like, it's like, you know when a nigga gets you in a combo you like actually cannot get out of ever, no matter what. That's the nigga I am. Like, you're not seeing me.
I hate
Smash.
Sling.
There's like
I have a question
one
for you,
nigga in the
bro.
whole city that can see me.
I have a question. You got so I looked through your videos. I was paying attention the whole time through Savage. Sometimes with Kerry, I would post. You're the only person I was posting for a couple months.
The video that you posted, the one with the Cadillac and shit, that's my favorite video probably.
Yeah, that's a hard video.
So I say this, it seems like you got a lot of buzz around those videos. A lot of comments. Like I'd see some with like 300, 400. So when I see engagement, you can't fake that, right? You can't really fake engagement. Those are real comments. So what do you think the key was to all that? Because I don't think I've ever seen an organic engagement like that in a while.
No, this ain't gonna work for everybody, but bro, realistically, I was sending my posts to like 150 people as soon as I dropped it.
Yeah,
Immediately. Like while it dropped, I post my hashtags. A lot of people say hashtags don't work, but there's some videos where I've gotten like 10,000 views off of just hashtags. Like I was sending my shit to 150 people immediately. Like literally the second it came out, you're only allowed to send to 50 at a time. A lot of people don't know that.
I didn't know that.
Never fucking tried.
I got to that limit.
So I do that 3 times, and then I start tagging people in the video that normally wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times they watch it once. And another big thing is if you can get your shit to a certain amount in a certain time, basically by getting people to watch it, comment on it, like it, it will start popping up at the top of people's pages. That's the algorithm with Instagram was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Hey, you're a very selfless person.
It ain't gonna work for everybody.
That's what it really is.
It ain't gonna work for everybody.
No, because you
know how many niggas tried this and they're just like, yo, get the fuck out my shit. You're annoying. How many niggas sent you?
Yeah, but
hey, check my song, check my video.
It's not gonna work because you've shown so much love through like a whole year. I mean,
I respond to every single fucking comment that I get, to every single DM I get.
Not even that. I'm talking talking about like you were showing love to artists in the local community, to us during the heat check. Like
there'd be some weeks where I knew that you were listening, and I would just go to record because I knew at least Sling was
listening. Right?
Always, bro. The shit was me.
I'd be like, yo, at least,
bro. I only listened to 2 podcasts, and it was a Joe Budden podcast and y'all podcast.
I fuck with that, bro. That's encouraging, nigga. Because we're trash, nigga. So,
but I'm saying like he's put that time into creating relationships, and he when he went to ask him for the favor. You can't just be out there being like, I'm the shit, and then post it to 50 people and expect that type of outcome. There's no way.
People
every person I sent it to was a person that fucked with me on a level that we would do anything for each other at that specific time. Like, whatever. If you need me to do something for you, I got you.
Difference between you and other people, because a lot of people show support to try to get support. And especially in our city, it's like that not fake love, but just like
I love fake love,
like manufactured. Like I support, which you need to do, but there's a difference between having a bunch of artists who fuck with your shit and then having a bunch of fans.
Yeah, right.
You have fans. You have people who actually want to buy your product
and have nothing to do with music.
They don't. They're not your. They're not even your friend. They like your product and your aura and your image, and I think that is very hard to create.
Yeah, especially around here.
It's
because it feels like every other human being over here is a fucking rapper.
Everybody, for sure,
or a producer, or a singer, or
so. Okay, so let's talk about that. You are in an environment, Southwest Florida, and just a market, music industry. Yeah. Sub market, the hip hop music industry, where it's super saturated. How the fuck, one, do you like even just want to even keep rapping because there's so many people doing it? How do you stay motivated to fucking keep doing it because there's so many people doing it?
It's fun, man.
It's fun.
It's so much fun. Yeah. As soon as you stop worrying about whether or not people are gonna like it and just have fun, it's really easy. And when you have people, I'm 24.
Okay.
So I've been doing this shit for a long time. Like, my first song, like I said earlier, I recorded when I was 8 years old. Like, I've been doing this shit for a very long time, but there was certain points in time where I thought I was working really hard, and looking back now, I wasn't doing shit. Like, thought I was, but I really wasn't doing shit. Like, last week I did 3 shows in 4 days. Like, and I had to work at 3:30 in the morning almost every day after all them shows except one. Like,
that's what it takes.
Yeah, like you got to do shit you don't want to do, shit that makes you uncomfortable to succeed, to prosper in life. Like, if you sit there and just do shit that you're comfortable with and shit that you know you can do over and over and over and over, you're going to stay stagnant, stay in that same fucking spot where you're comfortable. I'm not content, and I'm not going to be content for a long time. I can make $1 billion tomorrow. I'm still not going to be content. Like, I need everybody on the whole planet to hear my shit.
But at the same level, don't you have to care if people like your shit? Because that's almost the end goal, no?
To me, you have to care more about those people. You got to worry about making those people happy. Yeah, slightly, but realistically, like, they fuck with me because of what I do already. So if I can go and have fun and record a song and people like what I'm doing when I'm having fun, then I can keep doing that forever. Because realistically, like, when you live your dreams, it shouldn't feel like work. And this shit don't feel like work.
But I'm sure week 8 of Savage Sundays wasn't fun. Or was it? Because in the trenches, that's not fun. Fun is a very misleading word.
No matter what, by the time we started shooting, it was fun. Like, by the time we started shooting, whether or not it was painful until we got there or stressful until we got there, or it was pain in the ass, neither one of us, we looked each other in the eyes like at least 5 or 6 times. It was like, I really don't want to.
How much criticism did you get during your process? And
from other people?
Yeah.
A lot. Like, people, like, there was people hating because how many of these are you gonna fucking do? It's like, what do you mean?
People suck, bro.
Fucking hate people.
How many of these you gonna do?
How many?
I don't know until something
you gonna
happens.
keep making shit? What the fuck?
You're gonna keep being creative?
Why don't you quit, man?
Bro?
Like, what does that even mean? Like,
what? I don't even get that. That's wild.
Yeah.
And there's some people who are like, damn, how many of these are you gonna do? Like, I don't want you to ever stop.
Right.
Like, which is cool. Like, seeing the same people comment and interact every single week was the best feeling. Like, seeing those same exact people drop a comment and have something different to say every week.
Do you take, so obviously it's a leading question, do you take those fans very seriously?
I take everybody who says they like my music seriously, whether or not I believe them. I'm just gonna, like, you want to show me fake love? As long as you posting me and doing whatever the fuck you gotta do to get my name out there, I love your fake love. Like, I'm not worried about that shit. Like, to me, it's more of like, if you're gonna show love for me, I'm showing love back. I don't care what your motive is.
Right.
I really don't. I don't. It doesn't matter to me.
It don't
You're
matter.
showing love.
You're showing love.
Like,
You're showing
whatever. I don't care at this point.
Okay.
And
So-
that's work for me.
So, very important line I need to talk to you about. Fuck a bitch from the side.
Fuck a bitch from the side. Look.
I watched.
Go ahead.
I know of a lot of porn.
No.
I know of. How
Do you
does
fuck a bitch from the side? How does one fuck a bitch from the side?
Stop.
Okay, no. But that's it's a very contextual line.
Okay, it's different for everybody. I think I think
Jay, it's not easy like that. It's not just
look.
Like,
I think,
how many sides has she got?
Listen. Well, 2 at least.
Are you sideways?
Anyway.
She sideways? Y'all both sideways?
But listen.
What does it mean?
So
Yeah.
everybody has
boy.
their own way of fucking a bitch from the side, right? Correct. At least from my aspect, everybody.
Jay, why you feeling uncomfortable?
I know,
You look
man.
uncomfortable. Nigga.
Well, I'm just trying to
Your
figure out how many
shoulders
more
are up.
sides there are, nigga. Like I can actually see the chick. I know what the
Look, man.
side is.
So look, I'm gonna tell you.
I
What,
know the
I'm gonna tell you what fucking a bitch from the side for
Please.
me is. Correct. I'm laying on my side.
Yo, anybody got a here. Anybody got somebody to write on? I want to see it. I want to see it drawn
We need a
out.
diagram.
almost.
No,
Like,
we'll
I
play
wanna
a
get
graphic. We'll make a graphic. Put a
Go ahead, explain
I'm
it.
laying
So
on my side.
Lay it on your side.
Preferably my right side. She's laying on her side. Preferably her right side.
Okay.
Leaned over. Technically hitting it from the back.
Oh, okay.
Leg up or down. It could be either, whatever. But as long as you slip in from that angle, her head is right next to your head. You're both on the side. You got the leg cranked up slightly, and you're fucking a bitch from the side.
That's more like
Wow.
that's more multi-directional. It's like side
It
backwards.
could be, but realistically, there's multiple ways to fuck a bitch from the side. There's more than one side.
more. There's two sides.
I was thinking. Like, I don't even.
There's two sides.
I was thinking looking down and then having the ass. And anyway, so
That's
yeah,
another
I mean,
way to hit from the side. That's
that's
what
what I was
everybody has
thinking.
their
I
own fuck a
I
bitch
thought
from
she
the
was
side.
sideways.
I
you
thought
were
that was
forward,
universal.
And you
See?
just side from the. All right, bet.
Or you could think about just whatever angle you're going inside is you're hitting the side.
I thought it was a
Fucking a
double
bitch from the
entendre. I thought you meant your side chick.
No, I don't have a main chick, so I cannot have a side chick.
Okay. So you
It's
made.
impossible.
So tell me about the making of Task Force, because that's like that's the hit.
Millie, should I tell them the true making of Task Force?
Is it underwhelming? Is it like
No, it's
1 minute?
It's different. So like, look, I'm gonna tell you the making of Task Force. I'm gonna tell you the real making, and I don't talk about this shit to a lot of people, but fuck it,
Right.
we're here.
Don't go over to the Breakfast Club and tell them the shit. You know what I'm saying?
We're here.
All right, bet.
So, I was talking to Ryan Laser actually.
Shout out Ryan Laser.
We were talking about working on something, and Mar, it was supposed to be him and Mar doing something, like making a beat. We just worked with him recently. We were trying to do something else too as well. I ended up getting these like super mediocre shrooms, right? And
Okay.
I ate like an eighth of them, thinking I was about to trip balls. I never tried shrooms before. It's my first time doing shrooms.
Oh, first time.
So I'm
God.
like, fuck it.
Okay.
Let me just eat as much as I possibly can.
That's never
and
good.
just fucking
That,
get
hey,
fucked up.
hey,
Listen,
don't do that, people.
They really don't do that. But they really ain't do shit.
Okay.
The only thing they did was make my voice kind of sound weird to me. So me and Mar go in the studio. We have a couple people there. One of our friends, Davis, is over there. His girl dropped by. A couple other people dropped by. We're just hanging out and bullshitting. And like, we go in and he plays this fucking beat for me. And I hear this sound. It's like the first sound, and I'm like, what the fuck is this sound, dude? Like, this shit sounds crazy. We have this thing in the studio that we have a light. Changes, it can be any color. We put it on Roy. It has to be red, orange, yellow. Like, we put it on Roy. It's normally dark red at all times. When me and Mar work on music, it's Roy. Anything else, it ain't gonna fucking work.
Wow.
Biv sometimes, never G. Right? So we're working in red, and I hear this shit, and I swear to God, I went into the booth, started freestyling, and I turned into 21 Savage. Like, I had his voice and everything. I'm like, wall, then it's on the wall. Like, I'm just like, and then out of nowhere, I start freestyling, melodies start coming out, and then like a minute and 30 in, I'm probably like, I did what I had to do to go and get a bag, yo. I want for that bitch and get my motherfucking cash, yo. And I'm like, yeah, that was cool, but I kept going doing different melodies, because normally what happens is I create 10 to 12 different melodies. I come out the booth and Mars right there, and he's like, "This is the one."
That's the one.
Every time. That's normally what happens. Dresser, everything. All the songs I have out, he's like, "That's the one." I'll go and freestyle melodies. That's it. So I'm like, okay. Everybody that was there was like, "Yo, that's it. That's the one." And I'm like, all right, for sure. So I do it. I freestyle the whole entire verse. But the only thing I liked out of the verse was, "Fuck a bitch from the side."
I mean, naturally.
That was the only thing. Like that, those 4 bars in the verse were the only thing I liked. So I was like, let's put them bitches closer to the end. I'm gonna do something completely different in the beginning. I'm gonna keep the flow from the hook and continually go. Throughout the night, I went back and forth into the room, recording 4 bars at a time, 2 bars at a time, whatever. The song was done. I woke up the next morning and we were like, "Yo, this is fucking banger.
Yeah.
We got to do something about this."
Are all the songs on this project freestyle?
A majority. So like Dresser, the hook and the first verse are 100% freestyled, like off top shit.
Really?
Yeah. That's just the way me and Mar work is crazy because we've been working together for at minimum 10 years. Like we know exactly what the other person needs to do or what they want to do at that time.
But you say relatively new shit. I mean, are you planning on writing in the future, or is it just like
I
your
do
format?
write
Is this it?
like tense, the song tense, like shit get tense. Yeah, I freestyled the hook, but the verse was written. And that's why there's like the problematic, problem habit, like that. There's bars in the middle of there because that was written to a different beat. We put it on that beat. A lot of shit we do though is just off top shit. Like the intro and the outro. Them shits were made in 15 minutes. Like I had One Way TV over there to sing on the intro.
We got tell me about One Way.
Hey,
first off, I know
he got the hottest song out right now. To me,
yeah,
the video is dope. I need him to drop the song, but that's the hottest.
Who produced that
in the
song?
city. Martha
I should have
produced that song.
of course.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, I have a question. I know it's not his interview, but you think because his vocals are on that song are fire. You think he could do that in real life?
In real life,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
did performed the intro at I haven't heard him perform that song, but yes, he can.
Because
he performed the intro at the Throw Thursday.
Yeah, but he had the background vocals.
That was his first time ever.
No,
being on
I get it.
stage.
I just want to know because if he's real,
no, he can
he's
act.
outta
No,
here.
he can actually sing that well in person.
Okay.
Nice.
Like I'm not going though. The intro sounded better live than like in
I
person.
thought so. It caught me because I don't remember hearing it.
It
on
sounded
the project.
better to me in person with nothing done to it than it did on the actual track itself. To me,
Shit.
like when he
sounded good.
recorded it in the booth, me and Mar were sitting there like, "Oh, this shit's crazy," like because I was like, "Look, all you have to say is, I think that I've been too savage, or I think I've been too savage." He's like, "Well, can I say I think I've been too savage?"
Oh,
like,
so
go ahead.
So that's him. Oh, I thought that was you.
No, that's him singing. That's not me. Fuck. No.
I was like, damn,
can't
this
sing.
nigga got range.
Okay, so one of my favorite songs so far is Dresser. I work out to Dresser all the time.
Hey, that's lit.
How many times have you paid for some music shit and not your rent? How many times has it been like the 29th of the
I got a follow up question to that one too.
You want to know what's crazy? Is there's one song that didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
And it's called The First. And the hook, literally, in the hook, it says, "Going broke on the first. I just got to make it work." Like, that's literally.
Oh, shit.
It didn't make the cut at the recording. We recorded it in Miami, but, like, it was just something about the mix didn't work properly, and we were on a time crunch, and we just were like, fuck it, take it out. Like, we'll drop that later on. But, like, that song kind of describes, the hook itself kind of describes, like, I wrote the song, literally, we were over there probably 10 or 11 minutes, wrote the hook, wrote the whole verse, and was like, "Yo, let's record it." And that hook symbolized kind of like how I work my shit. Like, no matter what, I always find a way to pay the bills.
No matter what, we find a way.
We all do this shit every
So which
month.
one of these beats did the other niggas skip on for Barlow? Because that's another bar. I was like, so did somebody skip over Task Force?
Because other niggas pass on her.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
ain't no instrument that Sling ain't fucking spaz on. Nigga, like,
Those are
all my
throwaways.
shit over the,
All those are throwaways. Nobody picked up Task Force.
The Vanity Code, all that Indian, all
Throwaways.
That
Niggas just don't see
That's trash.
what we see
That's
when it comes
trash.
to this shit. Bro, like, was Task Force a throwaway? Like,
I mean,
he showed it to a
I
couple
was just like,
people.
this is like some festival joint out. You know?
He said some. I can't hear it, but he says it's like he thought it was like a festival joint.
Yeah, like one of the things that we aimed for on a lot of the shit we did was to make songs that were easily performed.
It's all about the performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. Call
Yeah.
it a vibe.
And I think that's something that people don't do around here.
It seems like in the music industry as a whole, like you think about the Travis Scotts, like it seems like the live. It seems like people do go in the studio and make. It's almost like Travis Scott was like, I want to do a tour called Astroworld.
Let me make an album.
Let me make an
that
album
works
called
for that.
Astroworld. Let me make songs that's for the performance.
For the performance, that's definitely part of it.
It seems like that's-
I just think a lot of people don't think about it like that. Like realistically, I didn't think about it like that until Mars said, "Yo, let's make some shit like festival. We're trying to get some shit going with Rolling Loud and all this shit. So we're like, fuck it, let's make some shit to send them." And we did, and then
How do you know how the fuck you know what a stadium festival song sounds like?
Bro, we've been studying this shit for a very long fucking time. Like, we've been studying music.
Come over here, nigga. Come over here.
Come
We're
on,
gonna get you
nigga.
this fucking. I know you introverted ass nigga. I want to know how the fuck.
This
how do
nigga
you-
has the ear of a god.
How do you know when you find a fucking festival song, a hit, a fucking?
Should I pull up a chair over here?
Yeah. You take my seat. No, just, I want to.
Got this nigga on
I
camera.
want to know.
The demon himself.
I want to know. How do you know when you hear fucking like smash when you make a fucking beat?
If it gives you that, if it like the face, you know what I'm saying? Like
When you
the
make that,
face, if it gives you the face, my
it's
G,
over.
Yeah, the face is it.
It's over. But I kind of can tell by like, I don't know. I can like if I hear the mix done in my head before the
a hit.
song is actually done.
before it's even recorded.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, this is fire. And then that's pretty much how I gauge, like, that's how I'm able to be like, that's the take that you need to build on. You feel me? Because
Yeah.
I can already hear the song
Right.
completely finished. I can see people reactions all in my head when I do.
It's got to be fun with somebody like him who is literally creating the instrument as he goes, right? From the top of his head, which, you know, most people are writing. They come in with it structured.
That's
That's
boring.
it. That's just it.
so
like that's gonna be
boring.
it.
There's
But it's like you're literally having you're alive in the booth with what
Exactly.
it sounds like, and then you pluck it. So it's like
So what's the difference between, and you got both answers, what's the difference between a beat maker and a producer? Because
Okay.
got...
You want me to answer
He
first?
put the head
Can I?
down.
You want me to answer first?
how
from
you
my
gonna answer
perspective?
it?
Okay.
No,
the difference between a beat maker and a producer is a beat maker makes beats and a producer produces songs. Like, a beat maker makes a beat, sends it to a rapper, doesn't give a fuck about the process on how it's recorded.
Then what's producing the
A
song?
producer produces everything from the beginning to the end. To me, like, me and him work side by side. There is never something like, when it comes down to splits, we're 50-50 always. Because if it wasn't for that fucking beat, I wouldn't have made this song.
Sure.
We both sit in the studio and create together at all times. Like, I could do something and think it's great, and he'd be like, bro, look, you know what I mean? Like, don't say that. That's kind of stupid.
Yeah. So even with lyrics, you have input.
Yeah, like, he has
so,
input.
So what's the difference for you between a producer and a beat maker?
Well, as far as that goes, like, I feel like a beat maker literally just makes beats.
Just make the beat. Okay.
Makes beats.
That's the
Producer
obvious.
kind of he has his hands in different areas of the music making process, as far as whether it's getting this guy to come play, like, you know, some chords, and then putting it together and being like grabbing this guy to you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of
A producer cares about the outcome.
yeah.
Right.
That is
Beat maker doesn't give a fuck.
They just make the beat.
I make the money off the beat, pro bono. You take that. Boom.
Exactly. And then you got DJs that kind of just throw three, you know, loops together.
splices
and, you know what I'm saying?
Alright.
So that's pretty much my mindset on, you know what I'm saying? But however the creative process is and however you create something that gives somebody an emotion, it is what it is. you know what I'm
There's
saying?
not many people that can create the way we create because we built a friendship and a bond prior to working
so
together.
it's a little bit easier. So it's just like, I know his ear, I know his voice, I know what
I
plugins
literally
sound
I
good.
walk into the studio and this nigga looks at me and just press the fucking play button. I'm just like, what is this? Let me get this. Nah, I can't. And I always have to convince him. So the thing I do is I just like, yo, but just plug me in the booth. Like, I'll just some shit to see like if somebody would sound good on this beat, you know. And I
think
just rap some shit, and then he's like, fuck. I walk out there and he's like, fuck.
I feel like
every time.
I feel like that's
All right,
the
it's
formula.
yours.
I think
It's
you
yours,
need that
fine.
camaraderie.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
have that camaraderie because everybody who's legendary has had that tandem. Snoop
Somebody.
and Dre,
That's
Dre,
facts.
Dre,
That's facts.
you know,
What they said
Drake
in
and
Miami.
40.
That's facts.
I mean, Mobb Deep and that nigga,
Everything.
Alchemist, all
Yeah.
that shit. Anybody, they work in tandems.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
So-
facts. That's facts.
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
appreciate you.
We got to do an interview with you because
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will.
Phantom in the city.
Phantom.
For sure.
Phantom of the Trapper.
Phantom.
Sling,
Okay.
Sling, what's your favorite fast food joint, bro? You are like the king of fast food. You're like a fast
Yo,
food
this nigga be making
foodie.
me want to eat burgers and shit.
I know the most
The other
disgusting.
day he was
foods.
like, "Yo, I ate the best fucking pizza."
Nah, man.
I'm telling you, my nigga.
Yo, hey, that pizza in Boca was crazy.
You know when the nigga got grease on him, like, yo, what the?
Johnny
wait,
B's,
what the fuck?
nigga.
Nigga, what the fuck?
Johnny B's
This
Boca
nigga made
Raton, my nigga.
put a
Italian
McChicken
pizza
and
and Italian
a
deli.
Big Mac one time, and I was like, "Yo, this shit looks so
Listen,
fire."
you take a McDouble. You cut that bitch right in half in between the two patties. You take a whole McChicken with the breads on it still, and you put it in the middle. You close it. It's called a McGangbang.
McGangbang.
That's what it's called. I didn't name it.
You know all this,
Bro, everyone
From him?
knows of this.
Jay's not allowed to eat. Jay is not allowed to eat a McChicken ever.
Jay gotta be
You know what a
vegan.
McGangbang is?
No, I don't know what a McGangbang is. No, nigga.
He just explained it to him. Explain again for him.
Listen, it's a McDouble. You split it in the middle, separate by the middle of the patties with that slice of cheese. You take the McChicken, you put it directly in the middle, close it on top, smush it a little bit, take a bite. It's crazy.
I just had a McDouble and a McChicken. Didn't do this.
That's what I'm saying.
Sweet and sour sauce.
Oh yeah, sweet and sour sauce from McDonald's, the green joint, like that shit actually changes the game.
Okay.
Y'all are some assassins.
Bro,
man.
listen,
Fucking
pizza
shit.
is my number one favorite food on this planet.
Okay.
Favorite pizza place in Southwest Florida?
Yeah.
Southwest Florida,
Yeah.
realistically,
Yeah.
Bellamia Pizza.
Bellamia.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even know about it. It's over there off
You ever had
Pondella.
Fine Folks pizza?
Nope. It sounds like I wouldn't like it. I don't like fine folks. Like, I like ratchet folks. Like
You don't think that Nice Guys is coming up, bro?
Oh, nice. I mean,
I've only had Nice Guys pizzas once, so I can't be the judge. And I did not order this pizza. Somebody gave me
are
a
you?
piece of their.
You don't
pizza.
seem like a specialty pizza type of guy. Right? You seem like you want
My
like
nigga,
the
if you
classic-
can't make me
imaginary.
a fire pepperoni pizza, I don't want to eat.
Yeah,
them.
yeah. You
I'm
just
from
want, like-
Massachusetts.
yeah, you
my
from
grandfather's
Mass. You don't want-
Italian. My grandmother's Sicilian. Like we fuck with pizza. If you can't make me either a regular cheese pizza, a Neapolitan, or a pepperoni pizza that tastes good, I do not trust your pizza making skills.
It's hard to fuck up a pizza.
My nigga, like it's real easy to fuck up
It's
a pizza.
easy to fuck up a good
Like,
pizza.
how?
Simple as sauce to cheese ratio will fuck the whole pizza
That's
up
a good
for me.
point.
You
Real
can fuck a
saucy
pizza
ass
up,
pizza.
bro.
I
Too
can't
much
fuck
sauce, not enough sauce.
All right,
my
never
whole
mind.
pizza
Yeah,
up.
Yeah,
you
I'm a
might be
pizza
right.
connoisseur.
You
Like
might be
pizza's
right.
different for me,
Yeah.
and I also like trash pizza. Like I can go to Caesar's
You like
and
a lot
eat
of
it.
trash
Yo,
ass
Little
food. I ain't
Caesars?
gonna lie.
I can go to
My
Caesar's
nigga,
and
my
eat
nigga,
it.
Little Caesars is fire, bro.
It's for the $5. Like, what can you get?
$5,
What pizza
all
can
you
you
know.
get better for the $5?
My nigga.
Nah, all right.
Nothing.
My nigga. Apple pie pizza. I know it sounds wild.
Pretzel-
CC's.
pretzel crust
My nigga.
pizza?
My God.
The stuffed crust pizza Little Caesars just dropped. Crazy.
They just dropped.
Niggas sleep on that. They got the new pretzel crust stuffed crust pizza, my nigga. Like, come on.
Shit shoots in your mouth, glitter.
Like
come on,
realistically,
man.
what's my favorite fast food
about
place?
all the snacks.
My favorite fast.
Jesus Christ.
I don't care. My favorite fast
Baby,
food
you need to talk
place.
about all the new snacks, man.
My favorite fast food place is tied between Burger King and Taco Bell.
So you ain't a healthy eater. You
Look,
skinny
I
though, man.
try, nigga.
Yo, you're skinny as shit for all that garbage
I
ass fast food.
know.
That's a good
I
point.
hate niggas like
I
you.
try, but it's
I
just
hate
rough.
niggas like you. that
Yo,
can do whatever the
listen.
fuck they
Let me
want.
tell you.
know.
Let me describe Sling 7th grade. 5'2", afro out the gym, 238 pounds.
No.
Borderline
Let me
almost
see a
made
picture,
myself
nigga.
be a diabetic.
What?
Nigga, proof. Walking proof right there. Fat boy. I was at least 230, my nigga. I was a chubster.
No way.
How'd you lose the weight?
Yeah.
How'd you lose the weight?
Might have been like 210.
Stress?
Might have
A
been
child?
like 210. Going into 8th grade, I lost a little bit of weight
You
because
just
I was
started
playing a
growing.
lot more sports. Going into high school, they told us that we needed to do summer conditioning if we wanted to play freshman football. So me and this nigga were like the only 8th graders going into freshman year that were there. So we're like, well, we obviously can't have a team with 2 of us, so they're lying.
Right.
I lost like 60 pounds that summer.
Oh, shit.
Like, I've never ran that much in my life. I was puking up macaroni. Like, it was horrible. They were like, oh, yeah, you're going to be a lineman. And I was like, nah, I'm a receiver, nigga. Like, fucking me and lineman. And then they were like, oh, you're going with the lineman. So I had to practice for like a month straight as a lineman until I lost all the weight and got a little bit quicker. I'm still slow as fuck, but I got a little bit quicker and I had hands. So them niggas put me as a receiver. My senior year, my manager, Andrew,
Shout out.
me and him played in the all-star football team together.
All-star.
I was the number
Okay.
number one receiver in the district, 17th in the state,
Slingy ass.
Damn.
running a 4.81, slow as fuck, but I caught all my passes.
Damn.
So he went to a different school. Every time we played them, we beat them. But regardless of that, senior year, it's true.
So why don't you go to college? Why don't you play in college ball?
I did have a lot of offers in college, but the one college I did decide to go out and visit and give a really big chance. Me and him were actually supposed to go to college at the same school, which was crazy.
Yeah.
But it obviously didn't happen for a reason. The college I was very interested in, I had two friends with me from my high school that were supposed to go. We all went to visit, and we got drunk and smoked weed the whole entire time. And I was like, wow, if I go here, I'm going to flunk out. So I'm not going to go.
Damn.
So I didn't
You
go to
calculated
college
that.
at
You
all.
kind of knew.
I didn't go to college. I would have wasted a shit ton of money to
Yeah.
What, they didn't give
probably
you
flunk out.
They didn't give you no scholarship, nothing like that?
No, I didn't have the one D1 offer I did have had hella like
Stipulations?
hella stipulations they wanted me to do, and like nah, I wasn't motivated at that point in life. My childhood was trash. My whole life growing up was
Why?
kind of
Why was it
trash.
trash?
I grew up in an abusive household that was riddled with drugs and all different types of shit. Shit I saw niggas still ain't seen at 30. Like it was very
was here.
fucked up.
That was a mass.
That was in both places.
Okay.
It was in both places. It was fucked up. So we'll go into depth in this in the next interview. But anyway, because now niggas is waiting for it.
Do you regret it?
Do I regret it? Fuck. I'll tell you one thing about me. I've never regretted anything I've ever done in my whole entire life. Not one single thing. Every decision I made, I feel
wouldn't
like was
change it
made.
if you could go
I would
back.
not change a single fucking thing if I could go back.
Really?
Not one single thing. Because
Why?
I'm happy today. So why would I go back if I'm happy
Couldn't
today?
you be happier if you would have made other decisions?
I don't think so. I really don't.
That's a good way to think.
I don't think I would ever
good
go
way to
back.
think.
There's like, we could go back and forth about everything ever. Like I had my daughter at 19. I was 4 days. She was born 4 days after my 19th birthday. Like I was a fucking jit. But I raised my little sister from when I was age 10 until she was old enough to understand shit. So like, it wasn't that big of a deal for me to have a kid at 19.
It seems like you're pretty grateful for.
I'm grateful for fucking everything.
How do you get to that point? Have you always been that way? And if not, how did you get to the point? Where
Every
you-
bad influence I've had in my whole entire life, unlike most people, I didn't follow them. I didn't do the shit they did. I used them as a role model to do the exact opposite as them.
Wow.
So every bad thing that I saw growing up, I was like, well, I'm never going to do that shit. So that really made shit easier for me. Like financially, I've always been trash at saving money, trash at budgeting, trash at all this shit.
I'm trying.
It feels impossible at
feels
times. That's the
impossible.
one thing I still struggle with to this day. But other than that, I want a shit ton of money, but really, like, does it matter at the end of the day? No, I got people that actually care about me that I speak to every single day.
That's cool. One thing I noticed about you got like a lot of good people.
my whole team
around
is my whole team.
yeah,
are my
your
friends
whole
and
your
family.
whole creative team, business team is like friends. That seems like it's fucking impossible to do now.
Super rare
How do you?
because you
do
can't trust a lot of niggas. Because if you,
For sure.
everybody that I work with turns into that, which is crazy.
Turns
Because
into
it's
what?
rare, turns into a friend versus just an artist or a producer you've collaborated with.
So maybe it's you. That's the key factor there.
I don't think that so much because I think the main people in my circle, the people that have been in my circle for 10, 15 years, like whether we were just friends bullshitting, building forts in the fucking next to the canal, or we were riding our bikes to McDonald's and fucking throwing Slurpees at niggas' cars, like they're still my fucking friends. Like those are people that I genuinely care about, and nothing could happen that would fuck up that relationship. So why not keep those people around me forever?
But yeah, I have a lot of friends, but like, I wouldn't necessarily say that I would use them for like a skill set. Like
All my friends have a skill
and
set
that
I need.
That's what I'm saying is rare. Because I have a lot of best friends, but like I wouldn't necessarily call them for like a skill set that I need for, you know what I'm saying? So like it's interesting that you have a bunch of people around you that you love, that love you, and
that do exactly what
work
I need them
fucking
to do.
hard and are skilled at what they do. You know,
It's crazy.
To hit those.
Shit lines up the way it's supposed to. That's some shit we've been talking about. Me and all my people been talking about. Shit just lines up the way it's supposed to, when it's supposed to. My biggest thing is people think when people get on, when people do shit that they want, that other people want to do, when people do shit that's crazy, seems impossible, that it's pure luck. No, it's preparation met with timing. So when that time comes, you're already prepared. Like that, it's so simple, so but it sounds crazy. Right. It sounds crazy, but it's not. Like, you just get prepared. You have whatever you need out, whatever you need done, whatever you need in circulation at the specific time. So when that opportunity arises, you're the most prepared for the job. And at all times, if 20 people apply for the same job and somebody has a degree they need for that job, has experience for that job, they're going to pick that motherfucker over the person who just has a degree, just has experience, or knows what they're doing. They're going to pick the person who's prepared on all aspects, and I'm prepared on all aspects.
It's that cliche of stay ready.
Patient. Stay patient.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You know, you're already there.
100%.
And then it's the opportunity. Okay, that's dope, man. That's really cool, man. So, before we get out of here, man, like, so you have Sling, you kind of have this, like, really cool energy about you right now. You have a great team. You got, like, actual good content. You got, like, your live shows are fire.
Thanks,
like,
man.
you're hitting a lot of, like, really hard things to do at the same time. So my question is, like, where do you see yourself in, like, no, not where do you see yourself yet? What do you think, what's your perspective on the Southwest Florida scene, music shit? Like, what's your take on that from your vantage point?
I think there's a lot of talent.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of work ethic. One of the biggest contributing factors to Savage Sundays was I wanted to make motherfuckers work. Like, Savage Sundays wasn't just for me. Like, it was like all the people, like you said, I showed genuine support to artists around here. Like, Savage Sundays was kind of started off as us just doing some shit, and then it turned into, you know what? If I can do this shit every week, everybody else can do some shit every week, or every 2 weeks, or every month, or every 3 months. Like, a lot of the motherfuckers that were getting a lot of notoriety and attention around here were barely dropping. So I'm like, motherfucker, if I drop every motherfucking week, niggas gotta pay attention to me. They have to. They don't have an option because I'm the only thing coming out every week. So for me, it's more of if everybody worked harder, we could all be something. But the biggest thing I've been looking at over the past year, really since December 2017, when y'all threw that show at Millennial Brewery, was this shit is lit. Yeah. All you got to do is get that buzz going for yourself, and you can do whatever you want in the area. And my biggest goal is to help everybody. And to help everybody, you got to help yourself first.
Who are your top 5 favorite rappers Southwest Florida? Oh, damn. You thought you was going to walk away, nigga, unscathed? This should be fun. You thought you was going to walk away unscathed, nigga?
Oh, this rappers, singers, or rapper singers.
All right.
Like, let's say artists.
Yeah.
Let's say artists.
Fuck.
Top 5 artists.
Nigga.
Now you see how hard it is for us, bro. Man, we have this conversation.
Okay,
bi-weekly.
Marlavachi.
Ah, boo.
Outside of squad and not including yourself.
Yeah, no
outside of squad, so I can't even use vague.
No, can't use vague.
No,
I can't use trapping Jap.
I
can't use trapping in Japan.
I don't want to fucking hear your
trapping in Japan. By the way,
wait, that's a rapper.
Yeah,
trapping in Japan.
You see the guy who was with me on stage?
Oh yeah, with dress. Yeah, dress. Yeah. Okay.
Hey. That nigga's about to come with some bangers.
I think I followed him yesterday. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll give you that. You take him. You
that's
got
my
4
dog.
more,
All right, trap and jab. All right, trust.
That squad though.
Yeah, but I'll give him one squad.
What about One Way TB? What about Yokohama?
No, you see now these. You
come on.
Yoko squad though. Y'all don't know that, but Yoko squad. Squadron.
Yoko's managing TB.
Squadron.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Maybe.
Continue on.
All right, fine. None of those count.
No, they count. Yoko count.
All 3 of them.
One counts.
Yoko counts.
Yoko and TB can count.
Give me 4 outside of your crew.
Nah, all right. Yoko counts. We're counting Yoko.
Is this favorite or hottest?
Hottest or favorite, like that personally that I listen to?
Yeah, favorite 5. Go ahead.
Brendan Bennett. I actually listen to him. Nate. I actually listen to Nate.
Traveler, because there's another.
Yeah, Traveler. Nate Felly's cool though. Yeah. That's my dog.
Oh, Nate, see now you put him on the spot. Yeah, niggas know how.
So I got 3, right?
You got 3, I think.
Yoko, Brendan, and Nate.
Millie, help me out here. No, wow, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't name 2 more.
2 more? God, you gotta go on what? Sling? Spotify?
Instagram.
He's going through his Instagram.
Yo, Curate got
from Southwest Florida.
Yeah,
You
nigga.
know that. You know the question.
The
Nigga, you
question.
stall it. Nigga. Wait, you from Cape Coral or Fort Myers? Which one?
You didn't
nigga?
think about this coming up to curate?
That live
Damn,
here
I
all the
got you.
time, or like are half here through
Bro,
the year?
Sling, you fucking up, bro.
Sting,
fucking
Southwest
up
Florida,
right now.
nigga. They went to middle school and high school here. Like,
Oh, so you wait.
Busy.
go ahead.
All right,
Yeah,
that counts.
go
All right,
4.
trust.
That's
All right,
4.
I didn't think y'all was gonna count that, so I didn't. Even
I
say
mean,
it.
he went to middle and high school here.
You can count.
So how many I got? That's 4.
Yeah.
You ain't I'm surprised you're not gonna name the biggest one of them all. No.
Who?
Oh, he ain't fucking with it.
Okay.
I don't even know who you talking about right now.
Oh.
Oh, him. I don't like niggas that scam. Anyway.
Yo, we haven't talked about that on the podcast.
Look, we ain't gonna talk about it on this
We
one.
definitely not gonna talk about it on this one.
Look, nigga.
I was in that line, bro.
I don't even know what you're talking about, bro.
That Dom.
Interpreted it whatever they wanted, but he had to fucking.
Anyway.
Listen, I
Anyway,
don't know what
Dom.
you're talking about. Look, I ain't the first one to say something about
I know,
that.
no. We
You
will
heard
go-
somebody
maybe we'll
say
bring
something on
heat check back and
Thursday
bring
about
that.
that, right?
What?
Y'all ain't hear the
I
nigga
didn't
say
hear
something
that.
about that on Thursday?
No. I
don't
didn't hear
even
that.
know.
Oh, I did.
No, now we being chatty patties.
Wow,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Anyway, brother.
All right, we got your trash ass.
Yeah,
list.
no.
All right, no, I got one
About-
more. Andre, this song. I don't even know why I didn't
I
think
was
of the
wondering
same.
when that was gonna come out. I was like, damn.
Okay, Andre.
I didn't even think about that. And I throw Ryan in the Andre because I like everything they do together.
Have you worked with Andre?
Yeah.
With Andre?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
on
yeah,
his
I got it.
upcoming project.
Oh, do you know when that's coming out?
No.
Didn't we premiere
I try
that?
to trick this nigga real quick. I try to get the release date.
I haven't even heard the final mix of the song I'm on, so.
Oh, you haven't? I have.
Yeah, fuck you.
Is it a banger?
It's a banger. Nigga
That
made,
was the first time I heard you on track.
nigga
actually.
made me sing.
Matter of fact.
I can't even sing.
What's your perspective on Andre as a younger? No, you're kind of Andre.
He's lit.
No.
Andre's lit.
Yeah.
Bro, that nigga's lit.
Did you know about him for a while?
I want to say before I heard him, before I started working with him, I knew about him for a solid year. Andre, the first time we actually spoke, he contacted me through SoundCloud. I dropped like a freestyle. It was like off the top bullshit on some YouTube beat, and he hit me up and was like, "Yo, this is fucking fire. Let's work." And then I was like, "Okay, cool." Like that was the first time that somebody locally that wasn't my boy wanted to work. So I
Sounds like Dre.
I took it super seriously. And when I went over there, I got drunk and fucking I was already drunk. I was tipsy when I pulled up, but I didn't drive. But I got drunk while I was there, and
Shout out Uber.
we made some shit. G shit, I used to be at Uber, but we made some shit.
You a
and-
scary ass Uber to have.
Nah,
nigga. You
bro.
fucking
Everybody
kidding
fucking me. I took all song requests.
Yeah, this nigga put on Teddy Pendergrass and then fucking.
Bro, I went from legitimately. I went from BB King to YNW Melly, like in my car. Like a nigga would listen to BB King, and then
BB
I
King,
got
bro.
murder on my mind. Like, it was, but yeah, I was Andre to me is one of the most genuine people here. Andre and Ryan, basically everybody I listed actually in that top 5, and Kid Quest, Ainsley, like they're super genuine. Like everybody that I've worked with, Johnny Bars, y'all might not know him that well, but he's tight. I've known that nigga for forever. All the people he fucks with in his collective, like everybody that I fuck with on a regular basis is genuine. I can't fuck with you if you're not genuine. Like that's just the way I am. Like I wouldn't be here if I didn't fuck with y'all. Like legitimately, I would have said no.
Yeah.
Peace. Like that's why. Like y'all seen what I posted the other day. I don't.
Yeah, you went on a rant, nigga. I was like, yo. He was like, niggas try to hit me up, asking me about doing content and media, nigga. I don't want your shit, nigga. I don't need your fucking platform, nigga. I was like, yo, is he talking about me? Hold up, nigga.
I already said yes to you before that though.
I know. So I knew it wasn't
I'm
about
not.
me.
Hey, I'm not gonna sneak this.
No, I know.
I have no idea what y'all
You
talking
fan,
about.
bro.
I missed
No,
that
but
one.
I was just like, yo, this nigga mad, bro. This nigga.
I was busy that day. I didn't catch that shit.
Wasn't
You
mad at
save it
y'all,
on
nigga.
your phone? Send it to me.
I got everything saved,
Well,
my brethren.
My last question before we get out of here, it kind of relates to that because you're talking about genuine people, and for me, like my time with Curate, with like the music industry in a sense, even though it's on a micro level. One thing
That's
I
what
noticed,
you think, but this shit's actually a lot bigger than what you
for sure,
realize
for sure.
right now.
One thing I noticed is like, man, you gotta be kind of like. It seemed like to me you gotta be kind of cutthroat. You gotta be kind of like. You gotta have people at distance. You can't be too friendly, blah blah blah, because it kind of backfires. How do you stay nice, genuine, kind, and be existing in such a fucking mean ass, fake ass industry? How do you fucking? Because I think you're a nice guy.
Yeah, you are genuinely.
Yeah, like genuinely.
yeah.
So how do you keep that and not be cynical and
I'm nice until you show me I shouldn't be. Like, that's my biggest thing. Like, all the people that are here watching us record this shit right now, like, they know for an absolute fact that I'm nice to you until you prove me wrong. Once you prove you're not a genuine nigga, bro, I really can't fuck with you. Like, that's the way I've always operated. If I can't trust you with anything, then what's the point of working with you? Like, that's just, it's never going to be a good outcome if you can't completely connect with somebody. To me.
Do you think you would ever work with someone just to get ahead even though you don't trust them?
Yes and no. It depends on the opportunity that's at hand. Like, realistically, if it's going to be something way bigger than myself and way bigger than my team that can do something for all of us at the same time, yes, I would do it. But if it's also something that's going to put me in a bad position, I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm never doing something just to do it for popularity. Like, that's never been the way I've operated. I do shit that I like doing, and if it becomes popular, cool. Like, yeah. It's different for everybody. There's a lot of people that'll quote unquote sell their soul just to get on, but
it's business.
Yeah, it's business. You gotta get what you gotta get when you need to get it. Like, that's.
Well, I'm super excited to see, like, because you're doing really good locally, and then you got this Boca thing and Tampa thing. Like, you're starting to already move out.
I got a show in Boca February 9th. Everybody from Fort Myers gets in for free and drinks free till 11.
So, yeah. That's dope, man. You're already kind of moving out, and that's one of the hardest parts about being a local artist.
Is moving out,
and is that scary to you to think about? Like,
no, it's a 2-hour drive.
You kind of popped up and you rocked the show.
Look, I set up a show in 25 minutes. I was out there visiting my little sister. She's from Mass. She was in town with her people. Me and my manager went out there. He wasn't even supposed to be there. He was supposed to be in Miami doing some business out there, and the person he was supposed to do business canceled last minute and planned it for the next day. And he was like, yo, where you at? Drop a pin. I dropped a pin. He pulled up. We went out to the club. Club was all right. They were playing music from 2 years ago. So they were playing that fucking My Way. And then motherfucking everybody was in there lit like it just came out. So I was like, all right, well, I could finesse this shit. I looked over at him. I was like, yo, I'm about to set up a performance. He's like, what, for next week? And I was like, nah, for like tonight.
About to set up a show. That's funny.
There's no other performers.
Set up a show. When? Now.
There was no other performers.
What's on the docket? Me.
They didn't know if they had a working microphone in the building. And in 25 minutes, I convinced them that I needed to perform. So they put me on at 12:15. I think that's one of the biggest things as an artist is you have to be able to adapt and adjust in any situation, no matter what. You have to be able to figure it out. And a lot of people can't do that because they don't have the confidence that I do when it comes to this music shit. Like, I could literally come out with a trash song, but my confidence level gonna make you feel like it's fire, even if it's not. And that's...
So what's next? What's next for you? You did the Savage Sundays. You got the project out. What's next? We not know?
Figure it out.
It's kind of the same process.
In the words of Drew, man, you gotta make it shake.
Make it shake.
That's all you gotta worry about is making it shake. If you make it shake,
Janie, last
outcomes are endless.
No, I ain't got no. I wish you the best, bro. I believe in you, bro.
This is the
Thanks,
first
brothers.
I feel like this is part 1 of like part 6.
Part 85.
We'll get next time. We'll get a little,
I'll come back to y'all and give you all the hot takes.
when you make,
them anywhere else.
For sure. No, man. Thank you so much for coming through, man. Definitely, like, as a person, you're genuine as shit. Like, I just fuck with you at a real level.
Thank you.
But musically, like, it's just the energy, man, the vibes, your team. You could tell you guys are cohesively have a vision, man. Like, it's just dope to see. So you made us come out of retirement for a one-off.
Fuck a bitch from the side.
Fuck a bitch from the side. I just wanted to know what that was about. That's really why I was here.
I had no questions. I still have my interpretation. I'm good with it.
We all fuck a bitch from the side differently.
That's
this
right.
This has been a one-off podcast with me and Jay, Malik and Jay. But Sling, man.
We got merch coming out.
You got merch?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
bet.
actually partnered with Royal Hustle.
Oh, shout out Royal Hustle, Ryan and everybody out there, man.
Yeah, you got to fool that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. Where can people find you at? You do the whole shout out thing.
At I'm_Sling. That's IM_SLING. preferably on Instagram, but it's the same thing on Twitter and it's the same thing on Snapchat. Same thing across the board at I'm_Sling.
Did you start a hashtag fuck a bitch from the side?
I will start it tomorrow.
I think that's dope. Hashtag that shit.
Fuck a bitch from the side.
You're single though? You
Single than a
you-
bitch.
alright, cool.
I ain't got no female. Hey, any of y'all want to get fucked from the side? I got you.